Hello, my paper peeps. Today I want to show you how to create this amazing mini slimline scrapbook journal that will have art pages, journal pages, and an amazing closure and a place to put your pen. Now, I was inspired by this. I ordered some face cream online and I saw this and I thought, can I turn this into a mini scrapbook journal? If you watch any of my videos, I have this joy of looking at things and going, how can I use this template to create a mini scrapbook journal? So today I'm going to show you how I did that, and hopefully you're inspired to create this. Okay, here we go. Now, I don't even know what I was going to call this paper line. I was thinking Summer Slim Line. That's a good name. Or Modern Slim. I don't know. Modern Slim. I don't even know if that, okay, let's not even go there. Yeah. I didn't know how to title this, or name this, but you know what? It is going to be my Summer Slimline mini scrapbook journal. So all you're using is your 8.5 by 11 paper, which this whole line can be printed off of your computer, and it's double-sided, as you can see here. Now, the one thing before you get started is you have to set your printers and set it at US letter borderless so that you get the full image on your paper. Now, when you're doing the actual cover of the book, you want to use, if you can, 110-pound cardstock. So it makes it quite sturdy so that it can hold all your paper in there. And then what I recommend is that the inserts not be 110-pound. I actually used 65-pound and I still found them too thick to be in this album. And then you print out all the other pages according to what you like. I didn't put them in any order. You can print some that have the journal pages on the back, and then just places where you can add your photos, or you can do just all photo pages like this, or you can do all journal pages like that. So there's no rhyme or reason to when you see the printout, you decide how you want to structure that yourself. Those are your journal pages and your photo pages that you would like, that you can put photos in. Now, I like using the Instax or the HP Sprocket printer. And I'll put a link to these in the description box below. So when you're camping and you have some amazing photos you just want to print out off of your smartphone or your Apple, then you can just use this, and it comes with film, it's so great, and you can edit them on your phone. I really like this simple way of printing your photos. And I'll show you an example of that right here. Oh geez, there. There's me. That's an example of one of those Instax photos. And the great thing is that you can add text to them as well. So those are, and I printed here, oh gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 6 pages, and out of this you'll get 12 little pages from this. Now, the next section that you'll see on the printable is this here. And these I would call art pages. I love adding art pages to my scrapbook journals. It allows you to maybe stamp some quotes on there. That's this right here. Stamp quotes on here. On this side, you can do a cutout, put some acetate in the middle, and create beautiful art pages with, oh gosh, add some of the flowers or greenery that you see that you can collect when you are off in the woods or anywhere that you are. You can add them as your little art pages. So there's that. So I have these. Now, they're not double-sided, as you can see here, because what you'll do is you'll fold them, cut them out, and you won't see that inside. So that's it. Now, this is printed and cut on 65-pound. So a little thicker, not as thick as your 110-pound. And then obviously these are your thinnest pages, which is your regular printer paper. So let's get started. So with this one, first of all, you want to score. And you want to score it at 3 4, 7, and 8. So 3, 4, 7, and 8. So there. Now you can decide if you want this to be the back, the front, or if you want that to be your back and front. This is where you're going to hold a pen or a pencil. Really anything will do, whatever you want you want to journal with. I love these Pigma calligraphy pens, so that will be what I'll size this to. We're going to measure 3/4 of an inch from the top. And the thing is that the spine, this spine here, not this first spine, but this second spine will be where you'll add the pencil. So, okay, so now we want to make this slit here, and it's going to be 3/4 of an inch in width, but we want the center of that slit on this line. So it will be, we're going to put the 3/8 of an inch, which is the mark just shy of 1/2 inch. And we're going to place that right on the center. And then we're going to mark off 3/4 of an inch and 3/4 of an inch here. Is that right? Oops, there. Okay, and then we're going to draw a line. There. Now, the width of the band that will be holding the pencil can be anywhere between 3/4 of an inch to an inch. In this case, I'll keep it at 3/4 of an inch. So it's right there. Oh, that's why. This was not 3/4 of an inch. Me bad. Oops. See what happens when you're off camera here? You can't see. So this is, I mean, it doesn't really matter. This is 3/4 of an inch here. Pardon me. There's 3/4 of an inch. Okay, and then again, put your 3/8 of an inch. If this is half, this is 3/8 of an inch here on the middle of the spine. Here's your 3/4 of an inch. There. We're going to draw a line there. Okay, pretty close. Doesn't have to be too exact. And then what we're going to do is do 2 inches from that last line. So 2 inches here. And again, do your 3/8 of an inch on the score line there, 3/4 of an inch here, and then draw that out there. Let's do 3/4 of an inch here, 3/8 of an inch on the score line, which is there. There's 3/4 of an inch here. Oops, there. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now all you do is you go in with your X-Acto knife. Just make your slits. Now, depending on this is my old, by the way, this is tile from my house. And I was like, uh-oh, I don't have my cutting mat. But wow, this stuff is resilient. Look at that. No mark on there. Anyways, make sure before you cut, put your cutting mat down, please. Okay. Or else you'll be making some marks where you don't want to make any marks. So here we go. There's that. And we'll cut that there. Good stuff. Just make sure that that's cut. That's cut. Okay. Let's get rid of those pencil marks because you don't want those on there. There. Now let's exercise the paper. Stretch it out, I mean. Get that pencil in here. So there's my pencil. There's 1, There. So there is your pencil mark. Is that great? Now, this is that calligraphy pen that I'll probably use in this journal. There. And I like it sticking out of the journal. Isn't that neat? So that's exactly what it's going to look like. Next, we're going to do the sheets that will go here. And this is the fun part. Okay, let's cut these up. Now I'll show you how they're set up. You want to cut these at 5.5 inches, or pretty much down that middle spine there, as you can see here. Now, the one thing I forgot to do was trim off the edges here. You actually don't want this the same length as your paper. You want it just a little shy of that because of the binding system we're going to use for this. So, me bad, we gotta cut it down. Knew I forgot something, my goodness. So you want to trim about 1/8 of an inch on either side. The reason why I'm doing it on both sides is because I want my journal pages to be center still. So I just want to make sure that that's, because we want this at, so not 8.5, but 8 1/4. Ah, look at me eyeball that. That was perfect. Yeah, so 8 1/4 rather than 8.5 in length. Now the next thing you want to do is cut up your art pages. And these are the ones where you'll be stamping images on, and these are different. The reason why I didn't print on the back side is I'll show you, because it actually covers up the spine that we'll be creating for the papers. And so you don't need these art pages to be printed on either side. Now, this binding system I got from Joanna Claw because I wanted, she's great. She showed us how to create this really simple spine for this journal. And I wanted something simple because for the summer slimline, it should be simple, right? Let's keep it simple, keep it slim, and it's for the summer. So let's not belabor something that might end up in the bonfire if you've had too many drinks and you end up spilling, I don't know, maybe end up spilling something on your journal. So either way, it's the summer, you're enjoying life, you're out in the bush. If you have a cabin, oh great, bless you. I'm actually stuck here in the city with my kids and the neighbors' kids this summer. We will be golfing and I will be helping them build their character and their integrity on the golf course. So pray for me. Because I have 5 kids this summer. Now, if you're wondering if I'm going to be doing YouTube, I will be. I have some videos that I have banked for the summer, but I will be still creating in the summer. And if I can publish some summer videos, I absolutely will. So yeah, that's my summer, is I'm going to be with 5 beautiful kids that I'm so blessed and honored to have in my home and be able to just enjoy time with them. So I will still be enjoying a few glasses of wine after the fact, but either way, we're gonna make this, and I'm gonna make it simple for you. So here it is. What you want to do is, I can't believe I went off on that tangent. Okay, what you want to do is take some of these larger brads, because you'll either be using this embroidery yarn or floss, they call it. So you can use this thin stuff, or you can use hemp cord. Both work. Anything thinner than this yarn is not good. I'm actually going to use both because I like the way I'm going to end this book off is going to be quite neat. So I want to use just both here. Let's draw two circles right there. 1, 2. And then right across from it, down here, 1, 2. So what I'm going to do is take those thin sheets, so not the 65-pound art pages, but these thin sheets right here. And like I said, there's no rhyme or reason to how I did them. Just, I will trim some of them though. One of the things I recommend is that you trim just a little bit more off. So take each page, and if you find that there's real discrepancy in some of them because I was just kind of rushing to kind of score them, then I would say trim another, like 1/16 of an inch off, so that each sheet measures, I would say, so that each sheet measures not 2.5, that's too much, not 2 5/8. So there's 2 3/4. I would even go shy of that. So 2 11/16 of an inch here. So just shy of your 2 3/4. Just to make sure they, you know, it fits nicely, especially if you're using a lot of pages. So I'm just going to trim all of these off just a little bit more. Because the one thing you'll notice is because they will be kind of layered between each other, so you'll see that discrepancy the more pages that you layer. So this is nice, it kind of trims it all nicely for you. Okay. And then what you want to do is take, say 3, like 1, 2, 3. 3 like this. And I'll just so that's what it'll look like. So you'll have like a photo page here that you can place one of those Instax photos on. And then journal on this side. And then you can place photos on either side. Some more journaling, more photos, whichever. You can just line them up whichever way you want. So I'll do those ones together, 3. So 4 booklets. I'm just going to put some paper clips on them. You'll see why I use paper clips. Just to keep them all together. Okay, there's that. We'll start with this one first. For this album, I would say 28 inches of embroidery thread. Okay, so this is about 28 inches here. We'll use this one here. 3 of that one. So 1, 2, 3, and then some of this thicker stuff here, this thicker hemp cord. So cut 3 of those, 2 of those. We'll have 2 of these. Okay, so you're going to take your one embroidery floss and put it through here. Sandwich it between those. I'm just going to close this down so you can see what I'm doing, or else it's just flipping all over the place. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to thread this through like that on one side. Thread this through. This is the bottom part. on this side. There. Okay. Now you take this bottom one and you thread it through one more time. Just to hold that in place. Then you take this one and you thread it through the back side like this. There. So it looks like that. Pull it taut. And make a little knot. Okay, then you do that with the other ones. And then I'm going to show you how to insert those art pages here as well. So we're just going to... If you get frustrated, use one of your sewing threaders like this. Push it through there. There, so much easier. There we go. Now that will, now I can pull it through. So much easier. There we go. Okay. Now, you can put gems on the ends of these if you want. I will just, I don't know, probably just braid them. But aside from that, before we do that, I'm just gonna show you what these are the art pages, again, cut on or printed on 65-pound cardstock. And one thing you want to do, let's take this off, is here's your pages like that, right? Those are all your journal pages. I like to stamp. There. So this becomes your stamp page. And then what you do, that's what I like to do, is go in there, weave this in there very carefully. And then either use two-sided tape or adhesive like this. Close it up, and there you go. You no longer see the spine. Isn't that great? So you can do that with your other cards. Or like I said, with these ones, you can make art pages with these by cutting it out and putting some acetate in the middle, and then doing that with this here. And just tie that off. Or you can add some gems, whatever you want to do with that. That's completely up to you. Now, if you're new to my channel, I am notorious for adding things to paper lines. So we are not done with this one yet. There's still a closure that I want to introduce to you, as well as some tabs or tags that I want to add to this as well. Some bookmarks maybe, because you know I love just sliding things in between pages and really embellishing it and making it look spectacular. But the embellishing, the way I embellish, everything sticks out the top so that it's kind of a foreshadow of what you are going to see on the inside. But stay tuned. I will show you another little addition to this that I think you'll love taking with you on your little summer outings or your summer getaways. And so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Take care, and I promise you I will see you next week with that new addition. Bye.